Hi everyone, welcome to your breathwork session. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me to be able to share my practice with you, to be able to do this session with you. So, I understand that for many of you, breathwork is a relatively new term. Before this, you may have heard of pranayama, you may have heard of breathing techniques, or you may have heard of meditation. But what is breathwork? So, breathwork is when you are using these breathing techniques to meditate, to go deeper into yourself. When you are using the breathing techniques to find that peace, to find that clarity, to relax, to deal with anxiety, stress, all of those things. So, breathwork is when you are using the breath to work on yourself. So, I hope that definition makes sense to you. Now we can live without water for maybe like 2 3 days, 4 days, 5 days at max. We can live without food for a week, maybe a couple of weeks at max. But how long do you think we can live without oxygen? How long do you think we can live without breathing? So the world record for this is like 18 minutes. Now don't try that. Don't even try 3 4 minutes. But yeah, the maximum we can live without oxygen is maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So this tells us that we need oxygen to survive. We need oxygen to function. Our bodies need oxygen. Our cells, our 50 trillion cells need oxygen to function. Our lungs need oxygen to function. Nervous system needs oxygen to function. Our hearts, our brain, our mind, all of them need oxygen to function. So when we are using these breathing techniques, so the first advantage is that we are able to effectively oxygenate all of that. We are able to effectively oxygenate our bloodstream. We are able to effectively oxygenate our hearts, our lungs, our nervous system, our brain, our mind. So that is the first advantage of doing these breathing techniques, of doing the breath work. So when we are breathing normally, right? So when you are breathing now, so most of us breathe only till the upper part of the chest, or at max middle part of the chest, when we are not aware about the breathing, because that's how our conditioning is. Now when we are breathing to the upper part of the chest, we are not aware of the breathing. Maybe we are doing something else and we are not conscious of the breathing, right? Now you will notice that when you are in stress, right? So suppose you have received some bad news, or suppose you are in a heated conversation with someone. You will realize that your breathing is similar to that. Your breathing is shallow. You're breathing only again till the upper part of the chest. You're like barely breathing. So in both the terms, like when we are breathing normally, when we are not aware of the breathing and we are breathing only till the chest, and when we are in stress, again we are only breathing till the upper part of the chest. So the shallow breathing leads to stress, and stress leads to shallow breathing. So this is a cyclic concept. Now again, if we keep breathing shallowly, if we don't focus on the breathing, if we don't deepen our breathing, if we don't become aware of the breathing, then we are in a constant state of stress without even realizing it, without even knowing it, isn't it? So like I said, that when we are in stress, or when we are in a heated conversation, right, that affects our breathing. So our emotions affect our breathing. In the same way, our breathing also affects our emotion. So we are if we are breathing shallowly, like there is no stress, but we are not aware. So if we are breathing shallowly, doing day to day activities, maybe working, maybe talking to someone, so if we are breathing shallowly, that will affect our emotion. It will put us in a state of stress, right? And since this is true, the opposite is also true, that if we are breathing deeply, it will positively affect our emotion. It will positively influence our mental state. All right, so on that note, we will do a little deep breathing to help you experience that, to help you experience that state of relaxation, to help you explain that state of a deep clarity, you can say. And deep breathing is the only scientifically proven method that can help you relax. So there are all kind of theories, like like maybe meditation, but meditation is not really scientifically proven as compared to deep breathing is. So deep breathing is the only scientifically proven method to put you into relaxation, to take you into a state of deep mental clarity and deep mental peace. All right, so how do we do the deep breathing? We'll sit tall. We want to maintain a good posture. We don't want to slouch like this. We want to maintain a long, tall posture. And keep your right hand on your belly. So just below the belly button, keep your right palm. Lift tall from the spine, shoulders broad. And you can keep your eyes open for me. Simply look at me and let us breathe together. So what are we going to do? We will inhale all the way down to the belly, and we will exhale with all right. So the inhalation is of 5 count and the exhalation is of 5 counts. So we are not doing like this. All right, so we are taking our time with the inhalation breath and we are taking our time with the exhalation breath. And you can keep your palm on your belly to feel that how the belly is expanding, to feel the deep breathing, to feel the concept of deep breathing. All right, so what are we going to do? Place the right palm on the belly, lift tall with your posture, and inhale, expand your abdomen. Exhale, contract the abdomen. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Now you will do 5 breathing on your own, so you're not interrupted by me talking. So 5 breathing on your own, focusing on the breath. And again, let me just clarify that belly breathing is not when your breath is going to the abdomen. Your breath can't go to the abdomen because the lungs are meant to, because the breath is meant to go into the lungs and not anywhere else. But what is happening is your breath is filling all of the chest, right? Your breath is filling all of the chest, and that is pushing the diaphragm down into the abdomen. So your diaphragm is somewhere here. It separates your chest and it separates your abdomen. So when the lungs are full of oxygen, when the lungs are full of air, it pushes the diaphragm down into the belly, and that causes the belly to expand, and that is belly breathing, that is abdominal breathing. All right, so let us do 5 breathing, and inhale to the count of 5, exhale to the count of 5. You can put your palm on your belly or you can keep it on your thighs. Just know that you have to breathe to the belly, and you can again keep your eyes open or you can keep them closed. Let us get started. Now, after 5 breaths, you can slowly open the eyes. So, deep breathing always puts me in a state of relaxation. Deep breathing always helps me to calm down. And you will relate to it if you have ever seen a baby sleeping, right? When the baby is sleeping, how its abdomen is rising up with inhalation and falling down with exhalation. So the baby is in the deepest state of sleep, and he's so peaceful. He or she is so peaceful and so calm and relaxed, right? So deep breathing has a similar kind of effect on us. Deep breathing deep breathing draws us inwards and puts us into that peace, puts us into that harmony with ourselves. All right. Now we'll do a small meditation. We'll do a small meditation with the help of deep breathing. Let us get started again, and we will do this in Dhyan Mudra. So the left hand is down and the right palm is up. You will make the thumbs meet like this and place it on your thighs, and you can close your eyes for this one or you can keep them open. Just try to listen to the instructions. Let us get started. Lift tall from the spine, shoulders broad and wide. Soften your face and breathe into the body. Inhale to expand your belly. Exhale to contract the belly. Inhale to expand the belly. Exhale to contract the belly. Inhale to let the belly expand. Exhale to let the belly contract. Feeling the abundance of breath in your abdomen. And visualizing your whole body expanding with the breath. Visualizing your whole body expanding with the breath. As we progress, you will notice how easily the breath is flowing, how softly the breath is flowing in and out of you. Letting yourself embrace the state and settle down here. And now slowly opening the eyes. I hope you have the same broad smile on your face as I have. So yeah, that was the first part of your breathwork session, deep breathing. And please try to practice it more often. Maybe 2 to 3 times in taking some breaks, taking some belly breathing breaks in between your work or in between the day, whenever you feel like it. And you will feel that when the mind is constantly havocked by all the worries, because it's very easy to get the mind stimulated, right? We have the social media to do that, and the lifestyle and the work pressure, obviously. So when we do the deep breathing, the mind actually becomes stronger, and it is in a state where it can handle all of these things together. So now coming to the second part, coming to the second breathing exercise, coming to the second breathing technique, that is holding the breath. It is also called as Kumbhak. And as compared to deep breathing, Kumbhak is a breath that deeply oxygenates your brain especially. So what happens is, when we are holding our breath in Kumbhak, right? So we inhale the breath and we are holding that breath in. We are not exhaling. Then in the lack of breath in the body, in the lack of breathing in the body, when there is limited oxygen supply in the body, the brain has to have the maximum oxygen supply, because it has to function all the time, right? So the brain rushes for any oxygen that is available, right? So all of the oxygen that is available is used up by the brain, and that's how the oxygen supply towards the brain gets increased. That this improves the blood circulation in the brain, so around the forehead also, around the eyes also, and it improves the functioning of the nervous system. Whenever you are feeling stressed, whenever you feel that fatigue in your eyes or the forehead, so it helps with that as well. So again, something I do to increase my energy, because the mind can deeply feel fatigued in case deeply feel fatigued when there is a lack of oxygen. So when you provide it oxygen, it will obviously function better, and it's a huge energy boost. So how to do that? Again, making sure that the posture is correct. You should never do a breathing exercise. You should never do a meditation while slouching, because when you slouch, this obviously shows a lack of disinterest, and you're sending a signal to your mind that whatever you are doing maybe is not as important. So when you're fixing that posture, right, when you're lifting tall, you're sending a message to your mind that you have to be committed to the task at hand, and meditation should be done with that frame of mind. All right, so we will do this the Kumbhak thing first. I will tell you, and then we will do it together. We'll lift tall from the spine, broaden the shoulders, and place our palms on the thighs. First, we will inhale the breath, expand the belly, hold that breath in, and gently exhale. Alright, so what I did, I first inhaled the breath and then held that breath in for 5 counts, for 10 counts, whatever your capacity is. So you have to identify that. Why? Because when you are exhaling, you should not exhale somewhat like this. Alright, so the exhalation should be graceful, and it should not be like maybe you have been rescued from drowning, right? So it should be graceful. So again, the holding breath should depend upon your capacity to hold the breath. I hope you got that. So let us do this for 5 breaths. Let us get started. Again, you can hold the Dhyan Mudra, left palm down and the right palm up, thumbs touching each other. Inhale, expand the belly, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Take a few normal breaths. Now 5 more breathing, 5 more Kumbhak breathing, 5 more holding the breath on your own. After 5 breathing, you can gently inhale and exhale. Breathing with the whole body. Inviting oxygen in the whole body. Expanding the whole body with the breath. And slowly open your eyes. So generally after Kumbhak, you may feel a bit lightheaded, and that's absolutely fine. So don't get worried if you're feeling lightheaded. It's the oxygen rushing to your brain, and that's probably what's causing it. And whenever you want to stop, so we did 5 breathing, 5 Kumbhaks this time, and if you feel that 3 is better for you, so you can do 3. If you feel 8 is better for you, you can do 8. And if you feel that holding your breath for 5 count is better for you, you can do that. Holding your breath for 10 count is better for you, you can do that. Now we'll practice a second form of Kumbhak, where we are also holding the breath while exhaling. So what are we going to do? We will inhale the breath, hold for 2 count, and then exhale the breath, hold for 2 count. All right. So again, it's a very good form of meditation. It's a very good way to proceed into meditation, because usually when people start meditating, right, they are not able to focus a lot, and they are uh, all kind of thoughts are not helping them at all to be to be at peace. So when we are doing this kumbhak, right, so you are able to focus on the count, that inhale 1 2, exhale 1 2, inhale 1 2, exhale 1 2, like that. All right, so let us do this second form of kumbhak, and again we will do this in Dhyan Mudra. Lift tall from the spine, relax your shoulders. Inhale 1 2, exhale 1 2, 5 times on your own, breathing into the belly with inhalation. Normal breaths after 5 counts. Breathing deeply into the body, expanding with the breath. A gentle smile on your face. And whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes. So that was your second time of breathing technique, the Kumbhak. So in this we did holding the breath, holding the breath for 5 to 8 counts, and then gently exhaling. And the second one was inhaling, holding for 2, exhaling, holding for 2. And the second one is particularly more energizing as well as calming down at the same time. And we will do a version of this in the later part of the session as well. And that's also a breath that you can use whenever you feel low at work, or whenever you feel that you need an energy boost, right? So that was your second part. Now we'll come to the third part. So third part is a set of breathing techniques, and there are 3 type of breathing techniques that we are going to be practicing, that we are going to be learning. The first breathing is the 4-7-8 breathing. So inhaling for 4 counts, holding the breath for 7 count, and exhaling for 8 count. So what is it? Inhaling for 4 count. So when you are inhaling for 4 count, holding the breath for 7 count, and exhaling for 8 counts. This helps every time you feel overwhelmed, right? So a lot of things are on your plate, right? And you don't know how to deal with the situation, and your mind is feeling all clustered, and it really can't filter any of the stuff anymore. It can't process things. So 4-7-8 breathing will help you settle down. And how does that happen is because when we are breathing, right, we are inhaling for 4 count and exhaling for 8 count. So when our exhalation is longer, that helps in activating our parasympathetic nervous system. So our parasympathetic nervous system is the relax and rest, activates the relax and rest mode. But our sympathetic nervous system is mostly like the flight or fight mode. So an example of flight or fight mode would be you receive someone says something to you, and you retaliate, like you are angry and you're throwing things and all that, right? And an example of parasympathetic nervous system being activated is someone says something to you, and you take a moment to reflect on that, like you take a before reacting, before yelling at them, you take a moment to step back and to think, to take a moment to react. So when the parasympathetic nervous system is on, we are mostly at rest, we are mostly in relaxation, and our stress levels are down, and the brain does not think that it is under threat. But in sympathetic nervous system, the body thinks that it is under threat and it has to act. So a threat can be when you're outside and you see a truck approaching you, right? So that is a threat, and you have to actually fight or flight. So you have to run away. Don't fight with a truck, but you get the idea, right? So there we need the parasympathetic nervous system to be sorry. There we need the sympathetic nervous system to be activated to save us. But in situations like these, when we are having a fight, or when we have job stress, so there the sympathetic nervous system doesn't really help us. There the flight or fight mode doesn't really help us. So there we what helps us being calm and thinking with clarity, and calming down and settling down, and uh, basically thinking with a clear head. So that's why we need the parasympathetic nervous system to be activated, and 478 breathing is a very 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 beneficial breathing that will help you do that. All right, so let us practice the 478 breathing method. And I usually practice it in Pran Mudra. Pran Mudra is again very revitalizing mudra, very energizing mudra. So how to do the Pran Mudra? You will bring the last two fingers to your thumb like this. So the last two fingers to the thumb, and you are gently touching, and you're not pressing like this. All right, so you can place it on your thighs, and I will give you the cue for the first breath, and then we will do it on our own, maybe 5 to 6 cycles of the 478 breathing. Lift all from the spine, shoulders relaxed, breath soft. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Five times more on your own. Normal breathing. After 5 counts, take deep and normal breathing. You can release the mudra and breathe into the body. And gently open your eyes. My nighttime routine usually involves the 478 breathing, because again, when you're not able to fall asleep at night, right, you have all these kind of thoughts, maybe from that day or from the next day, all the things that you have to do. Again, the 478 breathing helps to reduce that overwhelm, and it puts you in a relaxed state of mind. And whenever I have trouble falling asleep at night, I use the 478 breathing to fall asleep, and to put my mind at rest. All right, so that was your first breathing technique. Now we'll go to the second breathing technique. It is called box breathing. uh, we did a version of box breathing in the Kumbhak in the second breathing that we did. So what we did, we inhaled and held the breath for 2 count, exhale and suspended the breath for 2 count. Now in box breathing, what we have to do, we inhale for 5 counts. Sorry, let us do the short version. We inhale for 4 count, hold the breath for 4 count, exhale for 4 count and suspend the breath for 4 count. So what did I say? Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4 and suspend for 4. So that's your box, right? And again, this breathing is energizing, this breathing is deeply motivating. So you have to feel that in order to, you have to do that in order to feel that, in order to experience that. And let us do, you can hold any of the mudras that you want to. Maybe you can hold the pran mudra, this one, or you can hold the dhyan mudra, this one. All right, or you can hold no mudra, you can place your palms on the thighs. Let us start. I'll give you the cue for the first breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, suspend for 4. 5 times on your own. Normal breathing after 5 cycles. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. And gently opening your eyes. Alright, so that was your box breathing. So we started our session with deep breathing, breathing into the belly. That can be done 2 to 3 times in the day. You can lie down and do that. You can sit and do that on your work, on your desk or wherever you want, and you will feel that immediate relaxation. So just 10 to 15 breaths are enough to do that. And the second breathing that we learned was holding the breath, Kumbhak. And again in Kumbhak we did 2 kinds of breathing. First, where we just inhaled and held our breath for 5 to 8 count and exhaled. We did it for 5 times, but you can do it for 10 times, 15 times. And the second kind of breathing that we did was where we inhaled and held our breath for 2 count, exhaled and held our breath for 2 count. All right, so you can practice either of these. Both of them are very good. And in the first one, where we are inhaling and holding the breath for longer, that helps in more oxygenation. But in the second one, where we are inhaling and holding for 2 and exhaling and holding and suspending for 2, that brings you more focus, because brings all of your attention towards the exercise, because you are focusing on the count. And for a beginner, in the beginning, it is easier to focus on something tangible than something intangible, right? And the third kind of breathing, the 2 kind of breathing exercises we did. The first one was 4-7-8 breathing, where we were inhaling for 4 count, holding for 7 count, exhaling for 7 count, exhaling for 8 count, so the 4 7 8. And it can be used before sleeping, to have a good night's sleep, to put the mind at rest. It can be used when you are feeling overwhelmed and you want to relax, and you want to set everything aside, you want to find that peace inside. And in the third kind we did a second breathing, that was the box breathing, so 4 4 4 4. And it can be used to have that instant energy, to give you a boost. So probably you can do it in the middle of the day when you feel that your battery has died and you can't work anymore, or you can't carry on, and you want that booster shot, right? So box breathing is like your booster shot. Now we'll do our breathing meditation, you can say. So we'll do a small sequence, and we will do our breath work meditation. All right. So I need your attention for this, and I'm pretty sure that we can do this. And again, if you're feeling if you're not feeling comfortable, you can open your eyes and you can stop the meditation. If you feel that your head is getting too lightheaded, that's absolutely fine. But again, if you're not comfortable, just relax. All right. So let us do this, and let me take you on this nice and beautiful journey of peace and relaxation. So meditation is not about finding that peace. Meditation is about knowing that there is peace inside and allowing yourself to get there. And here we are using our breath to meditate. We are using our breath to allow ourselves to go to our inner peace. All right, let us get started. Place the palms on the thighs. Press the buttocks into the chair, into the floor wherever you are sitting. Lengthen from the spine. Broaden the shoulders. Lift your neck long. Soften your face. And start breathing into the body. Inhale to let the abdomen expand. Exhale to let the abdomen contract. So we are starting this meditation with the first breathing that we practiced, that is the deep breathing. Simply being there, sitting there, and allowing the breath to enter you. Allowing the breath to enter your abdomen. Allowing the breath to expand your abdomen. What is the breath expanding your abdomen with? The breath is expanding your abdomen with abundance. The breath is expanding your abdomen with energy. Can you feel that abundance? Can you feel that energy? Now, using the Kumbhak breath, holding our breath, we will try to contain this energy inside us for a tiny while, 5 counts, 8 counts, and try to feel that energy. Try to connect with the breath inside us. Inhale to your abdomen. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gently exhale. Doing this for a few breaths on your own. And every time you hold the breath, trying to feel the essence of the breath, trying to feel the energy of the breath inside you. With every exhalation, relaxing, allowing the body to let go. Allowing the head to relax, allowing the shoulders to relax, allowing the spine to relax, allowing yourself to let go. Once again, normal breathing. Inhale to expand, exhale to contract. See how easily the breath is flowing inside you. How the breath is flowing inside you smoothly, gently, without any effort. And you're simply letting the breath in and out. Now we'll do our box breathing, 4-4-4-4 breathing. Make sure that you're inhaling to abdomen always in any of the breathings. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, suspend for 4. Few breaths, few box breathing on your own. Letting your full attention be towards that breath. A breath is composed of oxygen as well as energy. Visualize yourself getting oxygenated, getting energized with every breath. With every inhalation breath, visualize yourself getting oxygenated, getting energized. And with every exhalation breath, relaxing yourself, feeling lightness in your whole body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Normal breaths. A big smile on your face. Now, keeping your eyes closed, gently lift your shoulder up and down, up and down, shoulder up and down. Lift your eyebrows up and down. Lift, down, up, down. Now exhaling through the mouth. Bringing your palms in namaste, bowing your head down. Slowly coming up. Rub your palms. Place them on the eyes. And whenever you are ready, open your eyes. So that was our session, that was our breathwork session. So in the last one we did all the breathing techniques together, and you can make a note of these breathing techniques, maybe like tape them to a desk and practice them as often as you can. There are so many benefits of this breathing, this breath work, this meditation, that I just can't make a few points, like 5 6 point. There are it will benefit you in every sphere, and in every sphere of your professional life, personal life, your relationships, in terms of your mental capacity, physical capacity, performance, productivity. So the breath work that we are doing, the meditation that we did, that has numerous benefits, and you can break it down into small parts. So you can break it down into small parts and practice it as often as you can. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you again for being here, and it has been a pleasure practicing with you. It has been a pleasure doing this session with you. Keep practicing and take care of yourself. Namaste.